Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Q1 FY23 results conference call of Patel Engineering Limited, hosted by Kiran Advisors Private Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be no opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Vastupal Shah from Kiran Advisors Private Limited. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I would like to welcome Ms. Kavita Shirvaikar, Full-Time Director and CFO of Patel Engineering Limited, Mr. Rahul Agarwal, Strategic Finance Head. Ms. Kavita will give you the brief about the quarter and development during the quarter and result of the results. Ms. Kavita, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Vastupalji. Good evening, everybody. I would like to thank and welcome you all this to forum where we have the opportunity to discuss about the performance of our company for Q1 FY23. Although most of you may be aware, but for those who are here for the first time, I would like to give you all a brief background of our company. The company was established in the year 1949 and has a strong presence in the hydroelectric and tunneling sector. The company has a consistent track record in execution of projects in both domestic and internal arenas. Patel Engineering Limited has successfully completed over 85 dams, 40 hydroelectric projects, and more than 300 km of tunneling with a current presence in 17 states in India and also in Nepal. Since inception of the company has been involved with generation of over 12,000 megawatt of power capacity. The company has irrigated over 5.5 lakh acres of lands in India and constructed over 1,200 kilometers of roads. In India, our clients are mostly central and state government PSUs, namely NHPC, HJBNL, HPPCL, IRCON, CVPCL, NIPCO, Tangenco, etc. Now let me walk you through the key financial highlights of this quarter. I hope that you all had a chance to have a quick look at the numbers, which we can see it in the line with our estimates. On a consolidated basis, revenue from operation for Q1 FY23 is rupees 973.99 crores, which is up by 46.18% from rupees 666.25 crore in the corresponding quarter in the previous year. On a standalone basis, revenue from operation for Q1 FY23 is at rupees 881.09 crores, which is up by 53.1% from rupees 575.35 crore in Q1 FY22. On a consolidated basis, operating EBITDA for Q1 FY23 is at rupees 149.83 crores, a margin of 15.38%, and net profit at rupees 31.25 crore as compared to a profit of rupees 1.74 crore in Q1 FY22. On a standalone basis, operating EBITDA for Q1 FY23 is at rupees 122.97 crore, a margin of 14%, and net profit at rupees 33.04 crore as compared to a profit of rupees 3.5 crore in Q1 FY22. The increase is attributed to overall growth of the company in terms of order book and execution of the existing projects. We continue to retain our focus on bidding for new projects which are self-sustaining. Our order book now stands at rupees 17,824 crore as on 30th June 2022. During this quarter, the company received 3 new orders, approximately rupees 3,300 crore. The Kwar hydroelectric project in Jammu and Kashmir with a value of rupees 2461 crore, CVPG tunnel in Mumbai of rupees 420 crore, Kohima tunnel project in Manipur, value of rupees 823 crore. It is in joint venture and our share is 51%, that is rupees 420 crore. The company's focus continues to be on its core competency areas of hydropower projects, underground tunneling, apart from other segments like irrigation, urban infrastructure and roads. Let me brief you about our order book composition. Around 64.6% of our order book comprises of hydropower projects, 14.3% irrigation projects, and 13.4% from tunneling sector, and 5.2% from road projects, and rest from urban infrastructure and others. The sector-wise revenue breakup on a standalone basis for Q1 FY23 is from hydro it is 49%, from tunneling 22%, irrigation 15%, roads 8%, and others 6%. I would like to highlight some of our key achievements at our project sites in this quarter. Our AMT2 project, which is in Mumbai, was featured in a documentary by India Science on Water, Augmenting Infrastructure, Improving Distribution, a report on improvement of water distribution in the city of Mumbai, Maharashtra. This year, we have completed a 3.6 kilometer long excavation for the first phase of the water tunnel. At our Luri hydroelectric project, which is in Himachal, we have successfully completed the work of diversion tunnel, including the gates. At our Arun 3, which is in Nepal, we achieved breakthrough at surge shaft, vertical shaft, pressure shaft 1, and vertical pressure shaft 2. At our Kunda pump storage project, which is in Tamil Nadu, we successfully achieved breakthrough of unit draft tube tunnel 02 in a powerhouse 7. So now, speaking about the future of prospectus of the company, we expect to continue to build our order book by selectively taking self-sustaining projects with healthy margin. We expect our order book to increase beyond 20,000 crore at the end of this financial year. The company is also looking to further reduce the debt burden. We are planning to reduce around 600 to 700 crores over next 2 to 3 years by monetizing our real estate and other non-core assets. The process of merging our subsidiaries with Patel Engineering has reached an advanced stage, and all formalities should be concluded in this quarter. This will help reduce costs and ensure that the company gets synergies of operation throughout the group. That was a small brief from my side. Now I will like Patel to take over, and our team here shall be happy to give replies to any questions which you all may have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone wishing to ask a question may please press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Rishabh from RS Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Congratulations on decent numbers to the whole team.
Thank you.
Yeah. So actually, I just want to understand, on strategic perspective, there was a notification that you guys are planning a QAP, and also your preferential allotment has been made to an FPI. So if you can please elaborate, what is the use of the capital, how we're going to allocate, and where do you see growth coming in that requires so much capital? If you could please elaborate here.
Yeah, so see, we have a lot of order inflows coming in, and so movement of working capital requirements, we are taking shareholders' approval for raising funds up to 500 crores, out of which 40 crores, one investor has already committed. So we are going ahead with the preferential allotment for that.
So by the balance, by when will it be done, or at what price or something?
No, nothing has been decided yet. It's just because we are going to AGM, we are also taking this approval right now.
Achha, okay. And second thing, there has been a change in government in Maharashtra. So, are you seeing more infrastructure projects getting, the order book pipeline is getting expanded, or you're seeing a faster, execution? Is there any change there in the Maharashtra side?
No, I mean, for us, we have a couple of projects in Maharashtra, and things are going the same way. I mean, it is going at a good pace.
But yeah, we are positive that going forward, things also look positive.
Okay. And so on a debt levels, you mentioned that 600-700 crores will be reducing over 2-3 years. So that will be mainly through, you said, apart from real estate and divestment of non-core assets. So this is only from these two, or from a little bit also from internal cash flow that will be generating? Or is only from this real estate and non-core assets will be reducing the debt?
No, it is all combined.
Okay, even internal cash accruals. Okay.
Yeah. Correct.
Achha. And there has been increased focus on renewables by government. So, and most of our customers are central or state, PSU units. So, are you seeing increased traction? Are they getting more aggressive in giving orders, and also the payments are coming on time?
Yeah, so the payments are coming on time, and the government is coming up with a lot of projects under renewable segment, under large renewable segments like hydro, where we are focusing.
Okay. And so the interest cost, for the balance year, this 100 to sustain, is it this interest cost? For the FY23, how much interest cost will be paying? Because I believe there also, last time you mentioned that, some credit rating upgradation was supposed to be taken place, where we are seeing some benefits. So that credit rating has still not happened, right, this update?
No, so we have got credit rating done from ICRA for part of our debt. We have got a BBB stable rating there, which is up than our BBB minus currently. Now for the full-fledged rating, that is also in process. That should also happen in some time.
Okay, so this current run rate of interest cost that will sustain for the full year?
Yeah. So basically, we don't expect, if your question is about interest cost, we don't expect any increase in interest cost in terms of the increase in interest rate happening in RBI.
Okay, so despite our sales may go up maybe 12 to 15% this year, interest cost will remain at the same level?
Yeah, the portion of debt we reduce, that interest
will come down, correct.
Okay. So I think you are expecting 14-15% increase on top line on console level? Is that, because the order book is increasing proportionately, so?
Yeah, so we expect 10 to 15% growth year on year.
Yeah, on top line.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Nilesh Karani from Magnum Equity Broking Limited. Please go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am, just to understand this thing, basically your sale of non-core assets and other things, how much, what is the time frame you're looking at to get this, credit to our company and all?
Within next 2-3 years.
2-3 years?
Yeah, 2 to 3 years, yeah.
Okay, and one more question.
Gradually it will reduce, yeah.
Yeah, I got that. And roughly your order book is around 18,000 crores, correct?
Yeah, 17,800, yeah.
Yeah, 17,800, correct. So roughly around that ballpark figure, if you talk about, you told us it is down the line 4 years, 5 years, correct?
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Now is it audible? Hello?
Yeah, now it's better.
Yeah. So see, that is for 4 years, 5 years down the line, correct? The 17,800 crores.
Yeah.
Is the whole order book is it will take around 4 to 5 years for execution.
Yeah, 4 to 5 years, correct.
Right. No. So here basically, ma'am, we means if you understand. So how are we actually, this is how fast it is growing. Means if I assume around 4,000 crores every year, so how will we basically grow some to 20% or 30% like?
No, sir, as I mentioned, we expect by this year end order book to grow to beyond 20,000 crores. So we are expecting another 2-3 large projects.
Correct.
So then it will continue. See, if it is 20,000 and 4 years, 5 years, so it will be sufficient for the next 4 to 5 years, and every year we expect that kind of churning.
Okay, so we would be comfortable, achieving 4,000 and then 5,000 and then 6,000 crores a year, like for example, just rough estimates.
See, this growth estimate we are giving for next two years, we are saying.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. And so, ma'am, our hydro basically total, how much is our market share in this total, means India I'm talking about, if you talk about India?
No, so market share in terms of, you're talking about current execution or past?
And scenario, if I talk about 20,000 crores and our current valuation, the whole together, how much it would be like?
60-70% we expect our order book breakup is from hydro sector.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is on the line of Yashwanti Khetkar, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Good evening, ma'am, and congratulations for a good setup. I just wanted to understand, like we were discussing about the order and order book going forward, and as the government focus on the infrastructure is highly on, there are lots of chances of getting good orders across the segment. So just wanted to understand, like we have around 50 to 70% of the order coming from the hydro and tunneling, and among all, like how is the margin spread over across these segments?
No, so blended wise, we have a margin of 14 to 15%. Hydro and tunneling segment has margin little upper side, like 1 or 2% upper side, and the other segments are little lower side. So on an average, that is why we get around 14 to 15% margin.
14 to 15% on an average, and that will continue.
Yeah, we expect to continue that. Yeah.
On a yearly basis, so we expect in that level, right?
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to understand, like how in terms of the segregation go across the years. Generally, our first 2 quarters are subdued, or they start. How are the things, like how the order improve, or the business expands across over the period of year?
Yeah, so generally first 2 quarters are subdued because of rains and all, and the last 2 quarters are better. In fact, last quarter is considered for us to be the best, and first 2 quarters, because of rain, some revenue may be lower than that.
Yeah, so when we projected around 40% plus growth in the top line in the first quarter, it means the outlook is very promising going forward for the coming quarter and for the year.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Sir, and ma'am, you gave me the order inflow details, like 246 coming from the Jammu Kashmir, and I missed on the second order. I also have the figure of around 840 crores of order, of which 50% we are the partners. So that's 420 crores. Can you just give me the third order, which is from whom we have received?
That is from MCGM, TVPG
tunnel, which is in Mumbai, with a value of around rupees 420 crores.
Okay. That's it from my side. Thank you so much, and all the best for the future.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sandeep Mani, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello. I want to just know the hydroelectric project contribution with order book is comparatively big. So how much impact does it hold on the EBITDA margin?
Sorry, we could not get your question. Can you please repeat?
Yeah. The hydroelectric project contribution with order book is comparatively big. So how much impact does it hold on the EBITDA margin?
So see, EBITDA margins on an average 14-15% is there for last 1 year or more than 1 year or so. So I don't see there is any major change in the EBITDA margins because of that.
Okay. One more question, sir. Since this is the first quarter, yeah, how are they expecting margin to be play out? Are this level of margin sustainable?
Yeah, we expect this level of margin to be sustainable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to the participants, anyone wishing to ask a question, may please press star and one. Participants in the conference, if you wish to ask a question, you may please press star and one. The next question is on the line of Rishabh from RS Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, thank you again.
How are you?
Yeah, fine. Thank you. Actually, I just want to confirm, you mentioned about the reduction in debt. So I just want to understand, real estate, I believe we have an asset in Hyderabad. So, and just mention what are the non-core assets do we have, which you intend to monetize? And why, is it possible that we may monetize them faster than 2 to 3 years?
So, Mr. Rishabh, we are trying, but monetization will take time. So that's why we are given a period of 2 to 3 years. And in terms of non-core assets, we have real estate, plus we have arbitration awards also. So all combined, we expect to reduce debt by 600-700 crores over next 2 to 3 years.
Okay. And how has the gross debt moved from March to June? What's the gross debt figure now?
It's almost similar, not much difference.
Acha, similar. Okay. And has there been an execution delay due to monsoon, or we were as per planned in from 1Q? Something can spill over in Q2, or?
No, so Q1, Q2 generally for monsoon is little lower only. Everything is as per expectation only.
We already factored.
Because this time monsoons are a little bit harsh in some regions, so I'm just asking. That's why.
We have luckily not been impacted that much because of all that.
Yeah.
Okay. And this QAP, can we expect something to get finalized by FY23 or later also?
See, it will all depend on the market situation also. We are just keeping an in-principle approval taken from shareholders. Based on market situation, we will go ahead.
Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to the participants, anyone wishing to ask a question, may please press star and one. The next question is on the line of Avinash Gupta, an investor. Please go ahead.
Hello. The numbers were good actually after a long time, right? My question is more in terms of a broader strategy, which are the areas we are looking at, because tunneling and hydropower is something which is a core business where we have the credentials. But are we looking at other segments as well? Because I'm not too sure about the hydro, how the market looks going forward for next 2-3 years. What is the kind of capacities which are coming in? And surely we'll be technically much better qualified. But how is the market looking at? What is the kind of capacities which are coming in these particular verticals? One is hydro, second is tunneling. If you can throw some lights on that.
No, you are right, sir. We are looking for other segments like irrigation, road. We are looking for other segments also.
No, but in terms of visibility, what is the kind of visibility on hydro and tunneling in terms of the kind of capacities which we expect to come? That probably certain amount of capacities which are coming.
Pipeline of works coming up in this segment. The government is focusing on renewable energy, and power is a requirement which India is short in power. And to achieve that through renewable energy, large renewable energy sources is hydropower. So government is focusing, and a lot of projects are coming up because India has a lot of water, running water, river, everything. So a lot of projects are expected to come up.
Yeah, I'll tell you, even Arunachal, I was there in one of the meetings where Power Minister gave the speech. He said Arunachal itself has a potential of 50,000 megawatts. If 25,000 at least target, that's a huge. Even this central PSUs like SJVN and NHPC, they are coming up with large value projects.
No, my thinking is because hydro ultimately is a very long gestation projects, right? From the start till even the commissioning of construction, it will take at least minimum 3 to 4 years kind of time, right? So the revenue potential, the potential which we are looking in next 2-3 years, probably will be in stage 1 or 2, right? In terms of expression of interest has already been called for them and kind of stuff, or Because my thinking is the visibility has to be, I guess, for hydro and for tunneling to a lesser extent, but for hydro to a larger extent, the visibility has to be very clear, right? The kind of
The visibility is very clear, sir. So we expect orders, whatever we have got, that will take 4 to 5 years to execute. Plus, we expect to add more orders. And yes, the project construction period is 4 to 5 years, but that is fine. The order book, we have enough order book to get to our revenues, whatever we need.
No, I was more, obviously, this is one particular area which is practically bread and butter for us, right? Which is a base where we have a substantial amount of credentials, right? But in terms of the growth areas, I'm saying more something like your, even because tunneling, I guess, is going to be in the bulletin projects as well, right? Or even the metro ones, right? The tunneling, a lot of tunneling happens in that as well. So are we kind of looking at that kind of area as well? Because tunneling is our expertise.
Yeah. So see, we may look into it in future. Right now, because we were getting so many orders from our core segment of hydro, so that is why we are not required to look into other areas as of now. But yes, going forward, when more projects will come up in other areas, also we'll look into it.
And even the urban infrastructure.
Provided margins and, self-sustainability, everything comes from the project.
True. Thanks, Lord. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. A reminder to the participants, anyone wishing to ask a question, may please press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Yashwanti Khedkar, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you once again for the opportunity. Sir, as we are the leading player in hydropower segment, how much the market share does Patel have in India out of the total hydropower capacity?
See, we are a EPC contractor, so that way we don't have a particular market share as such in terms of capacity.
Around 25%.
But yeah, around 20-25% of the hydropower projects in India, we have been associated somewhere or the other.
Okay. And sir, also just wanted to understand about the scheme of arrangement which you have recently announced. Like, what is the time frame you expect it to complete and expected amount for the company will get by selling this?
No, there is no scheme of arrangement. Merger. Okay, see, merger scheme, that is, NCLT has already approved it. So that next quarter, the merger shall be, in place in the books also. And it is a merger of wholly owned subsidiaries. So there is no money or any kind of exchange happening there. It is just to reduce costs overall of statutory costs and other costs associated with the subsidiary will get reduced.
I just wanted to check whether any of the assets you are planning to monetize from this company.
So that is on. That is where we are saying all non-core assets. When we are talking about the group.
Across the group. Okay, sir. Got it, sir. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
you. A reminder to the participants, anyone wishing to ask a question, may please press star and 1. Participants, if you wish to ask a question, you may please press star and 1. As there are no further questions, I now hand the conference over to Mr. Vastupal Shah for his closing comments.
Thank you everyone for joining the conference call of Patel Engineering Limited. If you have any queries, you can write us at vastupal@kirinadvisors.com. Once again, many thanks to management team and all the participants for joining the conference. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Kirin Advisors Private Limited, that concludes this conference call. We thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.